the FBI did the unthinkable. They raided royal property. What they found could shake the British monarchy to its core.
A quiet breeze brushed the trees of a private island, an island owned by none other than Queen Camilla. Hidden away from the world, far from cameras and crowds, it was meant to be a peaceful escape. But that calm shattered when FBI agents stepped onto the shore. What they uncovered behind locked doors, beneath stone floors, and deep within the island's secrets has sent shockwaves across the globe. Not just whispers, but headlines. The kind of truth too loud to stay buried. And now, the entire nation is left speechless. The FBI involvement, why were they even there? This is where the story starts to turn heads. Many people have been asking the same question. Why would the FBI be looking into anything related to Queen Camilla? She's a royal, not someone we'd normally connect to investigations, especially from American authorities. But what we're learning suggests something far more unusual is happening. According to reports that began circulating online, the FBI wasn't actually looking into Queen Camilla at first. Their original focus was part of a much broader investigation. They were tracing suspicious offshore money, secret accounts, hidden properties, and massive sums of cash being moved across borders without much transparency. It's the kind of investigation that's usually connected to billionaires, corporate fraud, or sometimes political corruption. At some point during that investigation, a few documents reportedly surfaced. These documents linked a series of property holdings to a mysterious private island. And somewhere buried in that paper trail, a British title appeared, one that caught attention. That title, it's rumored, is connected to Queen Camilla. Not directly, but through trusts, silent partnerships, or family connections. And just to be clear, there is no proof that Camilla herself did anything illegal. No one's saying that. But the island in question was enough of a curiosity that the FBI decided to take a closer look. They didn't raid the island. They didn't arrest anyone. But they started asking questions. What raised even more eyebrows was how this information leaked. A few whistleblowers came forward. Some claimed to be working with offshore banks. Others were said to be involved in legal firms that helped create shell companies. They reached out to journalists, offering pieces of the puzzle. These people said the island had a very unique ownership structure, one that was so complicated, it seemed designed to hide who really owned it. At this point, journalists from multiple countries began digging. Some say they found clues tying the island to a royal-affiliated fund. Others mention connections to trusts located in Guernsey or the Cayman Islands, known for secrecy. Nothing in these leaks was conclusive, but it was enough for the FBI to add the island to its radar. The mysterious island. What do we know? Let's talk about this island, because this is not just any island. It's not public, and it's not a place most people have heard of. In fact, it's so private that it doesn't even appear by name in most travel maps. That alone makes things feel a little off. Sources say the island is located somewhere in the Caribbean, though others argue it might be near the coast of Italy or Greece. Whatever the case, it's small, isolated, and heavily protected. Aerial views, likely from private drone footage, show a stunning piece of land surrounded by crystal blue water. There's a mansion built right near the beach, along with what looks like a private dock, possibly for receiving yachts or supply boats. Everything about the property screams exclusivity and privacy. From the air, you can see high walls, thick tree cover, and only one visible road leading through the property. No tourists, no signs of local businesses, no infrastructure except what appears to be custom-built housing and solar panels. So, has this island ever come up before in royal conversations or media? Not really. It's not listed among known royal properties. It hasn't been shown in interviews or documentaries. But there is one old photo, blurry and distant, that allegedly shows Queen Camilla boarding a yacht that was headed toward a private island near the British Virgin Islands. The timing and location match, but her team never confirmed where she was going. Those who've worked near the island in the past, former workers, boat crew members, even a gardener, say the place is incredibly secretive. Some said they had to sign non-disclosure agreements before being allowed to even step foot near the property. One man said, "You're told two things when you get there. Keep your mouth shut and don't look around." That alone raises red flags. But when you hear about what the island might be hiding, that's where the mystery deepens. What was allegedly found? Now, let's get into what the FBI allegedly found, or at least what whistleblowers claim was discovered or hidden on the island. These claims have not been verified, but they've been circulating in investigative circles and online forums. One of the biggest claims is that ancient artifacts were found in a hidden part of the mansion. We're talking about historical items that may have been missing from museums or acquired through private collectors. These could include old coins, maps, or even paintings from European history. Next, some reports mention unregistered jewelry and priceless art. These items are said to have no known paperwork or public records. That's not illegal by itself, but when expensive assets have no trace, it opens the door to all kinds of questions, especially about taxes or where they came from. Then there are stories about secret vaults. Multiple people have said the property contains underground rooms, accessible only through hidden doors or staircases. One claimed there's a tunnel beneath the main house that leads to a chamber filled with antique items and possibly sensitive documents. This is where things really take a turn. Some insiders believe that private royal letters, family correspondence, and documents tied to past royal controversies might be stored on the island. Again, no hard proof, just whispers. But if any of that's true, it could explain why this island is so heavily guarded. Then there's the money side. A few journalists claim to have seen files pointing to offshore financial activity, involving accounts from multiple countries. Some reports suggest large sums of money were moved using silent partnerships, and shell companies registered under initials or code names. And lastly, some say the files hint at old royal scandals, topics that have been brushed under the rug for decades. These might involve names we've all heard before, and events that the palace would rather forget. All of these findings, real or imagined, have set off a wave of curiosity and concern. And even though nothing has been officially confirmed, the story is spreading like wildfire. Historical context, royals, and hidden assets. Now, before jumping to conclusions, let's take a look at history. This wouldn't be the first time a royal figure was connected to private assets or offshore holdings. The British royal family already owns personal properties like Balmoral Castle and Sandringham Estate, which are not part of the official Crown estate and are instead privately owned. Across the world, other royal families have long used trusts, shell companies, and offshore accounts to protect their privacy and manage wealth. It's not always illegal. In many cases, it's about discretion, keeping their private lives separate from their public roles. But in recent years, that privacy has come under fire. The Paradise Papers and Panama Papers exposed how the rich and powerful, including royals, use tax havens and secret investments. Queen Elizabeth herself was quietly tied to offshore investments through the Duchy of Lancaster, which sparked controversy even though the investments were legal. So if Queen Camilla, or someone in her circle, did have a hand in a private island through hidden channels, it wouldn't be unheard of. But in today's world, transparency matters, especially when it involves public figures. What could this mean for Queen Camilla and the royals? This story, true or not, could have real consequences. First, there's the matter of public trust. Since Queen Elizabeth's passing, the royal family has faced increased scrutiny. Every decision is watched, every expense is questioned, and King Charles has made it clear he wants a slimmed-down monarchy, one that feels modern, modest, and in touch with everyday people. A story about a secret island, expensive treasures, and FBI interest? That goes against everything they're trying to present. Even if Queen Camilla had nothing to do with anything shady, just the headlines alone are enough to cause damage. People will ask, why the secrecy? Why the island? What are they hiding? And perhaps most importantly, what else might be out there? Could this be the start of a wider investigation into royal finances and private holdings? Could it trigger more leaks, more whistleblowers, and more questions that the palace isn't ready to answer? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. The mystery of the island has opened a door that may never fully close. The silence of that island is gone now, replaced by questions, headlines, and a truth too loud to ignore. What was once hidden is now out in the open, and the world is watching closely. This story isn't over. Not even close. If this left you thinking, there's more to uncover. Tap the like button. And if you want to follow every twist as it happens, make sure to subscribe. The next chapter could change everything. Again.
My mother was probably on his radar, so God knows who was, accused everyone else of doing everything horrible.
Freedom of speech only matters when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning. Today, Tom Parker Bowles, dropping absolute bombshells about his mother. It is getting nuclear now, Steve. Yeah, Carl, nuclear doesn't even begin to describe this royal family meltdown unfolding right before our eyes. He's gone. No reconciliation, no forgiveness, not even a courtesy call to Buckingham Palace. Tom Parker Bowles has cut all ties with Queen Camilla, and the timing couldn't be more catastrophic. Why? Because a shocking DNA test just revealed the truth about Camilla's own paternity, and the results are sending shockwaves through the monarchy. Oh, and royal biographers are now involved, reportedly scrambling to rewrite history books that could turn this family drama into a constitutional crisis. So what exactly did this DNA test show that has the royal family in panic mode? Why is Tom suddenly distancing himself from his mother like she's radioactive? Stick around. The plot is thicker than royal blood. But first, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss a single update in this wild royal family implosion. Did you just subscribe? Awesome. Let's dive into this royal mess. It started like any ordinary family research project. Tom Parker Bowles, respected food critic and son of Queen Camilla, reportedly took one of those ancestry DNA tests. You know, the kind millions of people take every day just for fun. But what happened next was anything but ordinary. Tom was on that cooking show last month saying how proud he was of his heritage. "I've always been fascinated by my family history on both sides," he said with that trademark, aristocratic smile. "I thought I knew exactly where I came from. But that smile has vanished." According to multiple sources close to the royal family, Tom received results that indicated Queen Camilla's biological father was not Major Bruce Shand, as everyone had believed for over 75 years. Yeah, this DNA test apparently revealed that Camilla's actual biological father was someone completely different, a man with connections to the highest levels of British aristocracy, and with secret ties to the royal family itself. Translation: the entire royal lineage just got complicated. Tom reportedly confronted his mother with these results at a private meeting at Clarence House 2 weeks ago. Witnesses describe hearing raised voices and emotional exchanges before Tom stormed out, visibly shaken. Since that day, complete radio silence between mother and son. One palace insider told us, "This isn't just about family secrets. There are serious constitutional questions about bloodlines and succession that could rock the monarchy to its core." And as if that wasn't explosive enough, royal watchers started connecting the dots. You heard that right. According to several royal journalists, this paternity revelation potentially explains why King Charles was so determined to marry Camilla, despite all the obstacles and public disapproval. "It's like the pieces of a puzzle suddenly falling into place," said one royal expert who requested anonymity. "If Camilla's biological father is who we now think it is, it would rewrite decades of royal history. Remember how the Queen was initially against Charles marrying Camilla? Yeah, theories like that get a whole new meaning when you consider what DNA might have revealed behind palace walls. And guess what? As soon as whispers of this DNA test began circulating, Tom Parker Bowles vanished from public life. No one saw it coming. One day he's at a book signing promoting his latest cookbook, and the next, gone. No scheduled appearances, no social media updates, not even a comment through his publisher. According to sources within Tom's inner circle, he's gone completely off-grid at a friend's estate in Scotland. And this wasn't some planned vacation. Insiders say he felt blindsided, betrayed, and unprepared for the identity crisis this DNA bombshell triggered. The test results, the confrontation with his mother, the implications for the royal family. It was all too much. So he cut ties completely. Some say he's already consulted lawyers about legally changing his surname. Others say he's preparing a tell-all memoir that would make Prince Harry's Spare look like a bedtime story. What's clear? His relationship with Queen Camilla appears irreparably damaged, and the ripple effects are just beginning to hit Buckingham Palace. And social media? Oh, it's melting down. As rumors of this family fracture spread, hashtags started trending instantly. Royal DNA scandal. Not her son. Camilla secrets. One viral tweet read, "If your entire identity was built on a lie, wouldn't you distance yourself too?" Another said, "Tom deserves better than decades of deception. Maybe now we'll get the whole truth about the Windsor-Parker Bowles connection." Critics are calling this the biggest royal cover-up since the abdication crisis. Royal commentators argue that this paternity question raises serious concerns about who knew what and when. But others? They think this could get even worse. Palace PR teams are reportedly in full-on crisis mode. Sources say that top royal advisors are working around the clock on damage control because, let's be honest, this isn't the first family secret the royals have tried to bury, but it might be the first time DNA evidence has blown the lid off generations of carefully constructed narratives. Book publishers are circling. Documentary filmmakers are pitching projects. The royal family is scrambling. Some insiders claim King Charles himself is now trying to act as mediator between his wife and stepson to prevent further family implosion. But with DNA evidence involved, that reconciliation might be impossible. "I want the truth to finally come out," one of Tom's friends reportedly told a British tabloid. "There's something in those royal bloodlines that they've been hiding for generations. This isn't just another celebrity family drama. This is a potential rewriting of modern royal history. It's about identity, legitimacy, and whether the British monarchy can survive yet another scandal that challenges its very foundations." The royal biographer Penelope Hartwick-Smythe didn't mince words when interviewed yesterday. This revelation creates legitimate questions about Camilla's rapid rise from mistress to queen. If her biological father was indeed connected to the royal family as these DNA results suggest, it paints the entire Charles-Diana-Camilla triangle in a completely different light. And the royal experts aren't stopping there. Historians are now reportedly re-examining photographs, letters, and diaries from the 1940s, looking for clues that might have been missed about Camilla's true paternity. "The physical resemblance is undeniable once you know what to look for," said royal historian Malcolm Thornbridge. "Compare photographs of Camilla with her supposed father, and then with this other gentleman from the aristocracy. The evidence has been hiding in plain sight all along. Whether Tom eventually reconciles with his mother or not, this moment has already changed the royal family forever. The DNA doesn't lie, the family bonds are fractured, and now the public and historians alike are watching every development with renewed scrutiny. Will Tom break his silence with a tell-all interview? Will more royal family secrets come to light through other DNA revelations? And will Queen Camilla be forced to publicly address her true paternity, or continue the generations of secrecy? According to sources close to Tom, he's currently working with genealogists to trace this newly discovered biological lineage, potentially uncovering even more shocking connections to other prominent British families. "This isn't just about Tom and Camilla anymore," said one royal expert. "If these DNA results show what we think they do, there could be ripple effects throughout the aristocracy. Other families might discover their histories aren't what they believed either." Some royal watchers believe this explains why Camilla was so determined to marry into the royal family despite all the obstacles. "It wasn't just love," suggested one commentator. "If her biological father was who we now think, she may have felt entitled to that position all along." Palace insiders report that King Charles is deeply concerned about the impact this revelation is having on the already fragile public perception of the monarchy. Coming so soon after Harry and Meghan's departure and Prince Andrew's scandals, "This is the last thing the king needed," said one source. Genealogists are now reportedly inundated with requests from members of the public who believe they might be related to this newly revealed royal connection. "Everyone wants to know if they're somehow connected to this secret branch of the family tree," said one DNA testing expert. But the real question remains, what will Tom do next? Will he use this revelation to forge a new identity completely separate from the royal circus? Or will he leverage this bombshell for a Netflix deal that would make The Crown look like a children's fairy tale?
She was the villain. She was the third person in the marriage. She needed to rehabilitate her image.
A shocking story has taken over the news, one that feels like it's out of a movie. People are saying that Queen Camilla and King Charles have been blamed for Princess Diana's death. For years, many have wondered what really happened to Princess Diana, a kind and beloved woman who touched the hearts of millions. Her passing left the world sad and full of questions. Now there's news that the king and queen might be in big trouble for what happened to her. Some believe they played a part in the accident that took her life. and it has led to them being punished. This is a huge moment because it makes people wonder what will happen to the royal family now. The world is watching closely, shocked and curious, as this unbelievable story unfolds. Could this be the end of the royal family as we know it? Will the truth finally come out after so many years? The mystery of Princess Diana's tragic end has returned, and it feels like the world is holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. The secret investigation. Now, imagine this. It's been years since Diana's tragic death. The world has moved on, or at least, that's what everyone believed. But suddenly, out of nowhere, a storm breaks loose. One evening, a mysterious video leaks online. At first, people think it's fake. It's grainy, shaky, looks like an old secret recording. But what's in that video leaves everyone speechless. It shows a secret meeting that no one was ever supposed to see. There's a man who looks shockingly like King Charles. He's younger in the video. There's also Camilla, sitting quietly in the corner, listening. A man dressed like a British agent talks about removing threats to the royal family. And right there, the name Diana is mentioned. The internet explodes. News channels pick it up. Suddenly everyone's eyes are back on that dark night in Paris. Could it be that Diana's death wasn't just an accident after all? Soon, more shocking evidence starts to surface. Old CCTV footage from the tunnel appears. Footage that was supposedly destroyed years ago. But here it is, showing a mysterious black car tailing Diana's vehicle. Whistleblowers from MI6 come forward, shaking with fear, claiming they were forced to stay silent all these years. One of them confesses, "We were told this was for the good of the country." Digital forensics teams jump in. They dig up hidden letters Diana wrote. Letters where she feared for her life. She even wrote, "They are planning something, and I know who's behind it." Her words send chills down everyone's spine. DNA tests, bank transactions, and secret recordings all start to form a terrifying picture. Slowly but surely, the dots begin to connect. And shockingly, they lead right to Charles and Camilla. The world watches in disbelief. Headlines scream, "Diana's murder mystery. The royals involved?" Crowds gather outside Buckingham Palace. People chant Diana's name. The world's most famous family is now facing its darkest hour. The royal trial. And then, something happens no one thought possible. The British government announces a royal trial. For the first time in history, a reigning king and queen are being dragged to court for murder. The trial becomes the biggest event the world has ever seen. Cameras flash as Charles and Camilla arrive at the courthouse. Their faces pale, eyes heavy with guilt or maybe fear. Streets overflow with angry crowds holding posters of Diana. Some cry, some scream, and some just stand frozen, unable to believe their eyes. Inside the courtroom, shocking witnesses take the stand. Former royal aides, once loyal to the crown, now speak the truth. They describe secret meetings in the palace, hidden conversations, and orders given in hushed voices. One of the Queen's former bodyguards wipes his tears as he says, "I was told to follow Diana, to report every move. I didn't know it would lead to this." Next, a former MI6 officer steps forward. He reveals secret files, proof that the agency was ordered to watch Diana, record her, and if needed, get rid of her. The courtroom gasps. The prosecution plays a hidden audio recording. It's crackly but clear enough. A voice, eerily similar to Charles, says, "It has to be done. She's a danger to us all." Gasps fill the air. Camilla's face turns ghost white. The financial records come next. Huge sums of money moving in and out of secret accounts. Payments to agents, cars, even the very hotel where Diana stayed that night. Every piece of evidence adds another nail to the royal coffin. Outside, the nation is divided. Some still believe in the monarchy. Others demand justice for Diana. Protests break out across the country. Monarchists clash with those shouting for the royal family to be abolished. And then comes the final blow. Diana's old friend takes the stand. Tears fall as she shares a conversation they had just weeks before Diana's death. "She told me she was scared. She said, if anything happens to me, Look at them. Look at Charles and Camilla. The courtroom falls silent. It's no longer just a case. It's history being made. The verdict: guilty. Finally, after weeks of shocking testimonies, the world holds its breath as the jury returns. The judge looks down, voice trembling slightly, and says the words no one thought they'd ever hear. We, the jury, find King Charles and Queen Camilla guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, abuse of power, and obstruction of justice. For a moment, the entire courtroom is frozen. Then gasps, screams, and even cheers erupt. The judge announces the sentence. For your crimes, you are hereby sentenced to life imprisonment. If the crown wishes, you may instead choose exile, never to return to this land again. Charles lowers his head. Camilla is seen wiping her tears, but it's too late. The damage is done. The monarchy, once the pride of Britain, is shattered in front of the entire world. Reactions pour in fast. Prince William and Prince Harry, once divided by oceans and grudges, sit side by side in the front row, their faces unreadable. Meghan Markle is seen comforting Harry, while Kate wipes her tears. It's a scene no one will ever forget. Outside, people cry, some in pain, some in joy. A woman holds up a picture of Diana and says, "Finally, she gets her justice." The monarchy, as the world knew it, is over. Global reactions and collapse of the monarchy news spreads like wildfire. Every corner of the earth is talking about it. World leaders come forward. Some express shock, others relief. The once golden image of the British royal family is now stained forever. Commonwealth countries waste no time. Australia, Canada, and others begin serious talks to remove the British monarch as their head of state. Some countries even vote right there and then. The message is clear. The crown no longer rules here. The UK streets are filled with protests. Some march with Diana's pictures, some chant her name, and some demand the country become a republic. The British flag flies half-mast, but not for the king, for the end of an era. For weeks, headlines dominate newspapers, social media, and every television screen. End of the Windsor era. The words stare back at millions every morning. Suddenly, Diana's story comes back to life. Documentaries air, new books are written, and old interviews resurface. There are even talks of posthumously declaring Diana a saint, a symbol of kindness, grace, and the people's princess forever. The nation reflects, heartbroken yet relieved. Justice has finally been served. Where are King Charles and Camilla now? So, where did King Charles and Queen Camilla go after it all ended? Reports say they chose exile. No one knows exactly where, but rumors swirl like wildfires. Some say they were sent to a secret castle in the middle of nowhere, guarded by soldiers, far away from the eyes of the world. Others believe they're locked away in a hidden royal prison, stripped of their titles, their luxuries, and their power. Years later, a secret interview surfaces. It shows a frail, older Charles. His once proud face now looks tired, worn out by guilt and regret. He whispers, "I thought I was protecting the crown, but I destroyed it." Camilla, pale and broken, is seen staring out of a dusty window. "We lost everything," she says. "Was it worth it? I don't even know anymore." Some people believe they deserve worse. Others think rotting away in loneliness is punishment enough. And somewhere, in the heart of London, stands a giant statue of Diana. Flowers cover its base every single day. Children run around it, laughing. Old women sit beside it, praying. The world remembers her not as a victim, but as the princess who won, even in death. And just like that, the story comes full circle. The mighty royals, once untouchable, are now just a memory. A warning to everyone that no power, no throne, no crown is greater than the truth. Karma took its time, but in the end, justice found its way. And Diana? She didn't just live forever in people's hearts. She became a legend.
The palace has just issued this statement.
And although you kind of know that this might happen,
Queen Camilla has done the unthinkable. In a move that no one saw coming, she has reportedly handed over her royal title to Princess Anne, leaving the entire royal family and fans around the world in shock. The surprising decision comes after years of tension, history, and a complicated relationship between the two women. Many are asking, why would Camilla make such a bold move now? Is it a gesture of respect, or something more? Camilla's journey from Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort. Camilla's journey from the Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort is a remarkable story filled with ups and downs. Many people remember her as the woman who faced a lot of scrutiny and criticism, but her life has taken a surprising turn. How did the woman once viewed with suspicion become a respected figure in the royal family? When Camilla Shand married Prince Charles in 2005, she stepped into a challenging role. At that time, she was known as the Duchess of Cornwall. This title was given to her because of the strong feelings many had about her relationship with Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Diana was loved by the public, and many people saw her as the people's princess. Camilla had to navigate through a cloud of negative opinions and media scrutiny, making her new life even more difficult. Despite the challenges, Camilla focused on her royal duties. She dedicated herself to charity work, becoming involved in various causes such as literacy, healthcare, and animal rights. Camilla showed a genuine passion for helping others, which gradually changed the public's perception of her. People began to see her hard work and commitment to her causes. Could this be the turning point in her journey? The turning point came with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. This event marked a significant change in the royal family. Before her death, Queen Elizabeth had announced that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort when Charles ascended the throne. This decision was crucial. It showed that Camilla had earned her place beside her husband and was accepted by the royal family. As Queen Consort, Camilla has taken on even more responsibilities. She attends important events, supports charities, and represents the monarchy in various ways. Her role is vital, especially as the monarchy looks to modernize and connect with the public. Many wonder how she will shape her new position. Will she bring fresh ideas to the royal family, or will she follow in the footsteps of her predecessors? Camilla's journey is a powerful reminder that change is possible. From being a figure of controversy, she has transformed into a respected royal. Her story teaches us that with hard work, determination, and a willingness to adapt, anyone can find their place and make a difference. As she embraces her role as Queen Consort, many will be watching closely to see how she continues to evolve and contribute to the monarchy. Princess Anne's early opposition to Camilla's role. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, has always been known for her strong opinions and no-nonsense attitude. When it comes to her brother, King Charles III, and his wife Camilla, her feelings have been a topic of much interest. Early on, Princess Anne had a clear stance against Camilla's role in the royal family. Why did she oppose Camilla so strongly? And how has their relationship changed over time? When Charles married Camilla in 2005, many people were unsure about their relationship. Camilla was the woman who had been involved in a love triangle with Charles and his first wife, Princess Diana. This history made it difficult for some members of the royal family, including Princess Anne, to accept her. Anne was known to have reservations about Camilla taking on a significant role in the monarchy. Reports suggest that she once said, "Camilla will never be a true queen." This statement highlighted Anne's skepticism about Camilla's position. The tension between Anne and Camilla was not just about titles, it also stemmed from their personalities. Camilla, who had been in the public eye for years, found Anne's demeanor to be rather icy. In turn, Anne seemed to keep her distance from Camilla, preferring to avoid interactions whenever possible. Their relationship was described as frosty, with Anne reportedly keeping away from Camilla as much as she could. However, things began to change over time. As the years passed, Anne started to see the hard work Camilla put into her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charities and causes, showing a commitment to the monarchy that Anne could not ignore. Many royal watchers noted that Anne gradually became more accepting of Camilla, recognizing her efforts and dedication. The shift in their relationship raises questions about how family dynamics can evolve. Can time and shared responsibilities help heal old wounds? As Camilla took on more duties, including her role as Queen Consort following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Anne's perspective seemed to soften. Today, While Anne may not have completely changed her mind about Camilla, there is a sense of mutual respect that has developed between them. Their journey shows that even within the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. As they both embrace their roles, many are curious to see how their relationship will continue to evolve in the future. Will they become allies in the modern monarchy? Only time will tell that. The shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles. The story of Camilla and Princess Anne is intertwined with a man named Andrew Parker Bowles, creating a complicated web of relationships within the royal family. This shared history adds layers to their interactions and sheds light on why their relationship has been so complex. How did Andrew Parker Bowles impact the dynamics between Camilla and Anne? And what does their past reveal about royal relationships? Andrew Parker Bowles was a British Army officer, and he had a significant role in both Camilla and Anne's lives. In the early 1970s, he dated Princess Anne. Their relationship lasted several years, but it eventually came to an end because Andrew's Catholic faith made it difficult for him to marry into the royal family. Despite their breakup, Anne and Andrew remained friends, and he even became godfather to Anne's second child. Their bond shows that, despite the challenges of royal life, friendships can endure. Meanwhile, Camilla was also connected to Andrew. She married him in 1973, and they had 2 children together before their marriage ended in 1995. During this time, both women were part of the same social circles, and their lives often crossed paths. As Camilla's relationship with Charles developed, it created a complicated situation for everyone involved. Many people were aware of the love triangle between Charles, Diana, and Camilla, but Anne's history with Andrew added another layer of tension. The connection with Andrew Parker Bowles led to a certain awkwardness between Anne and Camilla. Reports suggest that Anne felt uncomfortable around Camilla, especially considering their shared past with Andrew. This tension was evident in their early interactions, which were often described as frosty. It's not unusual for past relationships to create complications in family dynamics, and this was no exception. However, as time went on, both women began to navigate their unique roles within the royal family. Camilla worked hard to earn respect and acceptance, while Anne focused on her duties as a royal. Over time, they both realized that they needed to put aside personal history for the sake of their shared responsibilities. This shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles raises important questions about how relationships evolve. Can past connections be set aside for the greater good? As Camilla and Anne both embrace their roles in the modern monarchy, many are left wondering how their relationship will continue to grow. Will they find common ground, or will the shadows of their past linger on? Only time will reveal the answer. The public's divided opinion on Camilla as Queen Consort. When Camilla became Queen Consort, it was a moment filled with mixed feelings among the public. For some, it was an opportunity to celebrate a new chapter in the royal family. For others, it stirred up old memories and emotions, especially related to Princess Diana. How can one woman evoke such strong and divided opinions? Let's explore the reasons behind the public's reactions to Camilla's role as Queen Consort. Camilla Shan's journey to becoming Queen Consort was not an easy one. When she first emerged as Prince Charles's partner, many people were quick to judge her. The shadow of Diana loomed large, as Diana was beloved by the public and remembered for her grace and compassion. Many felt that Camilla had come between Charles and Diana, leading to a lot of animosity toward her. This complicated history made it hard for some to accept her new title. Despite the past, Camilla worked hard to change public perception. Over the years, she engaged in numerous charitable activities, focusing on issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication and genuine efforts began to win over some people. Many started to see her as a committed royal who genuinely cares about her duties. However, the question remained: could Camilla ever truly win the hearts of those who still held on to their feelings for Diana? The announcement of Camilla's title as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II also brought mixed reactions. While some celebrated the recognition of Camilla's hard work and dedication, others felt it was a painful reminder of the past and questioned whether she deserved such a title. The emotional connection many people have to Diana makes it difficult for them to fully embrace Camilla as queen. Social media has played a big role in shaping public opinion. Online platforms often buzz with discussions about the royal family, and Camilla is no exception. Supporters praise her efforts and commitment, while critics voice their discontent. This division reflects the broader feelings in society, where some people are ready to move on and embrace change, while others cling to the past. Ultimately, Camilla's journey as queen consort is still unfolding. The public's opinion remains divided, and only time will tell how she will be remembered. Will she carve out her own identity in the monarchy, or will she always be seen through the lens of the past? As she continues her royal duties, many are eager to see how she navigates this complex landscape, and whether she can bridge the gap between old feelings and new beginnings. Queen Elizabeth's decision to support Camilla's role. Queen Elizabeth II's decision to support Camilla as queen consort was a pivotal moment in the history of the British monarchy. This endorsement came after years of public scrutiny and mixed feelings about Camilla's position. What led the Queen to make such a significant choice, and what does it mean for the royal family moving forward? For many years, Camilla faced a tough road to acceptance. When she married Prince Charles in 2005, public opinion was divided. Many people still remembered her as the woman who played a role in the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. This dark shadow loomed over Camilla for a long time, making it difficult for her to find her place in the royal family. However, Queen Elizabeth recognized that Camilla had worked hard to earn respect and acceptance. As the years went by, Camilla became more involved in royal duties and charitable work. She showed a genuine commitment to her role, focusing on important causes like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication did not go unnoticed, and the Queen saw how much Camilla had changed since her early days in the royal spotlight. It became clear to Elizabeth that Camilla was not only a supportive partner for Charles, but also a valuable member of the royal family. The Queen's support for Camilla was finally made clear in February 2022, during a public message marking her Platinum Jubilee. In this heartfelt statement, Queen Elizabeth expressed her wish for Camilla to be known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. This announcement was significant, as it symbolized a shift in royal dynamics and a sign of unity within the family. It was a clear message that Camilla had the Queen's blessing to take on this new role. However, the Queen's decision did not come without controversy. Many royal watchers were left wondering how the public would react. Would the endorsement help heal old wounds, or would it only serve to remind people of the past? The road ahead was uncertain, but the Queen's support was a bold move aimed at bringing stability to the monarchy. As Camilla stepped into her role as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth, her journey continues. The Queen's decision to support her was a significant turning point, allowing Camilla to embrace her duties with confidence. Will she be able to redefine her image and carve out a respected place in royal history? Only time will tell if this new chapter will be embraced by the public, or if the echoes of the past will linger on. Anne's recognition of Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. Princess Anne, known for her strong character and straightforward nature, has always been a key figure in the British royal family. Over the years, her relationship with Camilla, Queen Consort, has evolved, especially as Anne began to recognize Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. What led to this change in Anne's perspective, and how has it impacted their relationship? Initially, Anne had reservations about Camilla when she first entered the royal scene. Many in the royal family felt the lingering effects of the past, especially regarding the complicated history between Charles, Diana, and Camilla. Anne was no exception. She was protective of her family and wary of how Camilla would fit into royal life. The early days of Camilla's marriage to Charles were marked by tension, as Anne seemed to keep her distance, preferring to focus on her own royal duties. However, as time passed, things began to change. Anne started to notice the hard work that Camilla put into her royal responsibilities. Camilla was not just Charles's wife. She was also a dedicated member of the royal family who engaged deeply in charitable work. From supporting literacy programs to championing health initiatives, Camilla showed a genuine commitment to her role. This dedication did not go unnoticed by Anne. One significant moment that highlighted this shift was during public engagements. Anne observed how Camilla interacted with the public, showcasing her warmth and compassion. Over time, it became clear to Anne that Camilla was genuinely invested in her duties and had earned her place within the royal family. This realization marked a turning point in their relationship. Could it be that shared responsibilities could help heal old wounds? As Anne recognized Camilla's efforts, she began to show more support. Their interactions became less formal and more friendly. It was a sign that Anne was willing to put aside past differences for the good of the monarchy. This change in their relationship reflects a broader theme in the royal family: the importance of unity and support among its members. Today, as both women embrace their roles in the monarchy, many royal watchers are eager to see how their relationship will continue to develop. Will they become allies in modernizing the royal family, or will old tensions resurface? The journey of Princess Anne and Camilla is a reminder that even in the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. Their evolving bond shows the power of recognition and respect within the monarchy, paving the way for a united front as they face the challenges of the future. Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne. In a surprising turn of events, Camilla, Queen Consort, has decided to transfer her title to Princess Anne. This decision has left many people talking and wondering what it means for the royal family. Why would Camilla make such a bold choice? And what implications does it hold for the future of the monarchy? Camilla's journey in the royal family has been anything but easy. From the beginning, she faced scrutiny and criticism due to her involvement with Prince Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana. Over the years, she worked hard to earn respect, dedicating herself to charity work and royal duties. As Queen Consort, Camilla embraced her role, but her decision to hand her title to Anne marks a significant shift in the royal landscape. The choice to transfer her title is believed to stem from a desire to strengthen the bonds within the royal family. Camilla has always admired Princess Anne for her strong work ethic and dedication to her royal duties. By passing on her title, Camilla is acknowledging Anne's commitment and contributions to the monarchy. This gesture also signifies unity within the family, especially in a time when the royal institution faces various challenges. Many royal watchers are curious about how this decision will affect Princess Anne. Known for her no-nonsense attitude and dedication, Anne has often been seen as a hard worker who puts her royal responsibilities first. By receiving this title, she is stepping into a new role that recognizes her efforts. Will this new title change how the public sees her? The public reaction to this decision has been mixed. Some people see it as a positive sign of collaboration and support among royal family members. Others, however, are left wondering what this means for Camilla and her future role. Is this transfer a sign that Camilla is stepping back, or is it simply a way to highlight Anne's contributions? As the news spreads, many are eager to see how this change will play out in royal events and engagements. Will Camilla still play a significant role in public life, or will she take a step back to allow Anne to shine? Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne is an intriguing development in the royal family's story. It reflects the complexities of royal life and the importance of family ties. As both women move forward in their roles, the world will be watching closely to see how their relationship grows and how they navigate their responsibilities together. Anne's lifelong reputation as the hardest working royal. Princess Anne has earned a reputation as the hardest working royal throughout her life, and for good reason. Known for her strong work ethic and commitment to duty, Anne has dedicated herself to royal responsibilities and charity work in a way that sets her apart from other members of the royal family. What drives her to work so tirelessly, and how has she maintained this impressive reputation over the years? From a young age, Anne showed a deep sense of responsibility. She was not one to shy away from hard work. In fact, she often took on more engagements than many of her family members. While other royals might attend a few events each week, Anne has consistently filled her calendar with public appearances, charity events, and official duties. This dedication has earned her the respect and admiration of many, both in the UK and beyond. One of the key factors that contribute to Anne's reputation is her hands-on approach. She is known for getting involved in various causes, ranging from sports and education to health and animal welfare. As the president of numerous charities, she has made a real impact by promoting causes that matter to her. This personal touch is something that the public appreciates, as it shows her genuine care for the issues she champions. Anne's work ethic is also evident in her ability to balance her royal duties with her personal life. As a mother and grandmother, she has managed to juggle family responsibilities alongside her public role. This balance is not easy, but Anne has shown that she can do it all, proving that hard work and dedication can lead to success. Despite her busy schedule, Anne remains down to earth and approachable. She often engages with the public and is known for her straightforward nature. This authenticity resonates with people and adds to her appeal as a royal figure. The surprising shift in Anne and Camilla's relationship. The relationship between Princess Anne and Camilla, Queen Consort, has undergone a surprising transformation in recent years. Once marked by tension and uncertainty, their bond has evolved into something more supportive and respectful. What caused this change, and how has it impacted their roles within the royal family? Initially, Anne was skeptical of Camilla when she entered the royal family. Many in the royal circle had mixed feelings about Camilla due to her history with Prince Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Anne, protective of her family, was wary of how Camilla would fit into the monarchy. Their early interactions were often described as frosty, with Anne keeping her distance and maintaining a formal demeanor. However, as time went on, Anne began to see the genuine commitment that Camilla showed to her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charitable causes, working tirelessly to support issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Anne, known for her strong work ethic, started to admire Camilla's efforts and dedication. This recognition marked the beginning of a shift in their relationship. One significant moment that highlighted this change occurred during public engagements. As Anne observed Camilla interacting warmly with the public, she recognized the positive impact Camilla was making as a royal. This realization helped Anne appreciate Camilla's role in the monarchy and see her as an ally rather than a rival. As their relationship strengthened, the two women began to support each other more openly. They started attending events together, showcasing a united front within the royal family. This newfound camaraderie reflects a broader theme in the monarchy: the importance of collaboration and unity among its members. Many royal watchers are eager to see how this evolving relationship will continue to develop. Will Anne and Camilla work together to modernize the monarchy and strengthen its connection with the public? Their surprising shift from tension to support is a powerful reminder that relationships can grow and change over time, even within the royal family. As they face new challenges together, the world will be watching closely to see how their bond unfolds. The public and royal family's reaction to Camilla's gesture. When Camilla, Queen Consort, made a heartfelt gesture to support Princess Anne, it sparked a wave of reactions from both the public and the royal family. This act of kindness highlighted the changing dynamics within the monarchy. But how did everyone respond to it? What does this gesture say about Camilla's role in the royal family? Camilla's gesture involved publicly recognizing Anne's hard work and dedication to the royal duties they both share. In a recent event, she made a point to praise Anne's commitment to various charities and her tireless efforts in representing the monarchy. This acknowledgement was seen as a significant move, especially considering the complexities of their relationship in the past. The royal family reacted positively to Camilla's gesture. Many members were impressed by her willingness to uplift another royal, showing a sense of unity that is often needed in such a high-profile family. This act of support was seen as a step toward building stronger relationships among the royals. It emphasized the idea that they are all on the same team, working toward common goals. Public reaction was equally mixed, but largely positive. Many people appreciated Camilla's humility and her recognition of Anne's hard work. Social media buzzed with comments praising Camilla for her kindness. People noted that this gesture showed growth in their relationship and a move toward a more modern monarchy. Some even suggested that it could pave the way for a more united royal family in the future. However, not everyone was convinced. Some critics still held on to past grievances related to Camilla's history with Charles and Diana. They questioned whether this gesture was enough to heal old wounds. The public's complex feelings about Camilla still lingered, making it clear that the royal family has challenges to overcome. Overall, Camilla's gesture was a significant moment that reflected a changing royal landscape. It showcased an effort to foster unity and collaboration within the family. As the monarchy evolves, many are left wondering, Will this act of support lead to a stronger bond between Camilla and Anne? And can it redefine how the public views the royal family? Just time will say that.